Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to discuss another topic of support and movement. The topic is structure of muscle fiber. As we have discussed that inside muscle we have bundles of muscle fibers which are basically known as fascicle. So now the structure of those muscle fibers, those fascicles. Okay. So yeah. First of all, muscle fiber is basically considered the cell of the skeleton muscles with many microfibrils. सबसे पहले जो मसल फाइबर होता है ना वो क्या होता है which is known as this muscle fiber is basically known as the cell of a skeleton muscle. This is known as cell of a skeleton muscles. ठीक है, ये मसल फाइबर जो है हमारे पास this is known as cell of skeleton muscle. After that, here you can see, we can say when multiple muscle fiber combine together, they make myofibril. Myofibril. Now each हर जो एक मसल फाइबर होता है which have the covering, like in our cell we do have covering of plasma membrane, same in the muscle fiber we do have covering of sarcolemma. Same in the muscle fiber we do have covering of what? Covering of sarcolemma. Sorry, not sarcolemma, sarcoplasm. Sarcoplasm is nothing but same like plasma membrane. As our cell is covered by plasma membrane, so simply muscle fiber is covered by sarcoplasm. Okay. After this we do have what? After this basically we do have yep. So if this is sarcoplasm, so this means the this is sarcoplasm, so this means the cytoplasm which is present in this muscle fiber. Because we know inside our cell is surrounded by plasma membrane and the cytoplasm is also present. Okay, so inside this muscle fiber, this is surrounded by sarcoplasm which is same like plasma membrane, and inside this sarcoplasm or plasma membrane, the cytoplasm is present or fluid is present. That cytoplasm is known as that sarcoplasm is known as sarcoplasm. Wait a second, I got one mistake over here. This is known as sarcoplasm, but the plasma membrane of muscle fiber is not sarcoplasm, it's basically sarcolemma. But muscle fiber is covered by sarcolemma, which work as plasma membrane, and cytoplasm is known as sarcoplasm of muscle fiber. Fine, I hope this is clear to you guys till now. After that, this sarcoplasm, ये जो sarcoplasm है, this basically contain, we can say, numerous nuclei and mitochondria. इसके बाद बहुत सारे न्यूक्लियाई होते हैं और माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया होते हैं. Same like in our cell we do have cytoplasm. Cytoplasm contain many organelles, ribosome, mitochondria, these all. So same like in the muscle fiber that contain nuclei and mitochondria. Now here the question arises, each myofibril is connected with the axon of motor neuron. अभी जो हमने यहाँ पे myofibril डिस्कस किया था. Okay, so now each this myofibril is basically connected with the axon of motor neuron. जो हमारे पास motor neuron है. Now what's the work of this motor neuron? Motor neuron work is to affector. For example, we put our hand on the hot object, Now the sensory neuron will go to the brain, and brain will send the signal to the effector, and suddenly, and that effector basically, or that signal from the brain to the effector, ब्रेन से लेकर वो इफेक्ट के पास जो सिग्नल लेके जाता है, दैट इज नोन एज मोटर न्यूरॉन. इफेक्टर कैन बी एनी टू remove the hand quickly from that hot object, so this is known as effector. So basically the signal which is going from brain to the effector, that is known as, that is carried by motor neuron. So this basically myofibril is connected with the axon of motor neuron at the place, एक जगह पर, that place is known as neurotransmitter junction. So not transmitter but neuromuscular junction. Neuromuscular junction. Okay. So now the specific neuromuscular junction where mitochondria are abundant. ये एक specific neuromuscular junction है जहाँ पे क्या होता है, mitochondria abundant होते हैं for the proper basically supply of nutrients, energy. Okay, so after this, the sarcoplasm, which we have discussed, this basic, wait a second. This sarcoplasm is basically folded. जब ये fold होता है, that is known as motor end plant. This sarcoplasm is folded, and then this is known as motor end plate. Motor end plate. So now this sarcolemma was what? Sarcolemma was plasma membrane. So sarcolemma basically permit the calcium ions to enter or leave the myofibril from their specific positions or their gateways. Sarcoplasm का काम क्या होता है? It permit the calcium ions from what? To enter or leave the myofibril. Now these functions can be asked. So let me write here the function of sarcoplasm. Sarcolemma. The function of sarcolemma is to permit calcium ions. What? To permit calcium, and this is a function of sarcoplasm. Okay, sarcolemma. Sorry. Now, within this sarcoplasm, a membrane is present which runs parallel to the myofibril. इस सार्कोप्लाज्म के अंदर, the साइटोप्लाज्म के अंदर एक मेम्ब्रेन होती है which run parallel, जो कि पैरेलल रन करती है किसके? पैरेलल टू myofibril, that basically which run parallel to myofibril, that basically membrane is known as sarcoplasmic reticulum. As we have basically the reticulum in our, it is the one type of organelle. So here do we have sarcoplasmic reticulum. Sarcoplasmic reticulum. Now this sarcoplasmic reticulum function to store the calcium ions. Sarcoplasm reticulum function is to store the calcium ions for the muscles contraction. Store calcium for muscles contraction. Okay, after that it extend towards inward. Okay, now it form, this sarcoplasmic reticulum basically form what? This form one type of, we can say, this form the membranous channel which is tubules. ये मैं बच्चों sarcoplasmic reticulum है. This form, we can say, this form one channel which is known as this channel is known as basically tubules. Okay, so now this, sorry, not tubules, this is T tubules basically. T tubules. Now these T tubules run perpendicular to the sarcoplasmic reticulum. ये ट्यूब्यूल्स क्या करती हैं, रन करती हैं, मतलब प्रेजेंट इन द perpendicular direction of sarcoplasmic reticulum. So this was all about this muscle fiber, the function of sarcolemma, sarcoplasm reticulum, T tubules, myofibrils, and the neurotransmitter junction, their function. So I hope this is pretty clear to you guys. If you have any question, drop in the comment box. Okay, the further on of this we're gonna discuss in the next video. Till that, bye bye.